I think it's Deocho time, guys. It's Deocho time. She should still have her usual Pokemon. That is Ghastly and Sentret. Or maybe... Actually, I have a different idea. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. You want to fight again? Yes. Okay, let's try to go through here. It didn't work the first time around, but maybe the second time around it does work. Level also seems to be okay here. Charge. Yeah, those two. I'm still thinking if that's a good idea to do right now. Like, I would have to use those two, Forretress and Pelipper, all the time. I'm a little bit conflicted what to do right now. But I guess fighting trainers right now is not the worst thing to do. Doing the next area in Mount Battle is also not a good idea. That does not give me any money. I need money and I need a way to purify my Pokemon. Actually, the best bet might be the Pyrite Colosseum, but those are all level 50 plus. So I don't think that's the best place to be right now. What should I do? But I also definitely have to do this building sometime. At some time. Sometime. At some point I have to do this building again. So I can fight Miracle B. Did this guy just free himself? I would have placed an item here. You and you. Okay, I'm still thinking there is another person here that has a shadow Pokemon. Okay. Thanks for not fighting me. Let's just use the disc before I totally lose track in my thoughts. Or totally get lost in my thoughts. Actually, I should check the Pyrite Colosseum. Let me check the Pyrite Colosseum. Also an item first. One time. Oh! Time flute. I think that's usually where you get a time flute, right? Bulk up, nice. This is plus all over again. Shadow Rush bulk up. I'm not gonna use the time flute on those two, even though I need Pokemon. Definitely need Pokemon, but I already did some work with their heart bar, so nah, not now. Pyrite Colosseum. What are the trainers here? Oh, some of them actually have evolved Pokemon. Nope, I'm not gonna go into the Pyrite Colosseum. like the guys from the last round have level 55 Pokemon. That's not gonna be good for me. That's not gonna be good for me at all. Yeah, okay, it is the Ocho time. It is the Ocho time. I have no other option. I have no other option. Ah, Diojo. But that might actually be the last time I have to do this. I think following Shadow Pokemon are strong enough to take on the Pirate Colosseum, maybe? I hope. Okay, Diojo is it. It is. Good, good. Long time no see. She has stronger Pokemon. Damn it. Oh, that's not good. Man, does walking around really do so much for the heart gauge? Huh. Actually, let's just fight. Let's try to fight those guys. Not run away like cowards. Oh, nice. Not so nice. Good. I need to be careful of electric moves when it comes to Pelipper. Nice boost. Yeah, that deals no damage because it zapped us. Oh, Petal Dance. Yeah, let's just finish one off. Nice, critical. Hyper mode again, I like that. Especially if they have not reached their second bar yet. Because as I explained, Shadow Pokemon do not gain any experience before they not have reached their third bar, I should rather say. They need to deplete their second bar first before they can obtain any kind of experience. In Pokemon XD, Shadow Pokemon always obtain experience points, but also only 80% of the experience points. Why is... Oh, because of Petal Dance, yeah. Oh, the attack missed? Type him out? No, no. Okay. Okay, I think you also only have 2 Pokemon. Charmander and Gligar. I wonder if that is better or not. Don't want to take another electric type move. That would be pretty bad right now. Okay, Flamethrower is also equally bad. Oh, Charmander. Okay, Outrage is okay. Outrage is okay. Whew. Yeah, my emotions would also go crazy right now. Gligar. Let's get rid of Gligar first. Yeah, Gligar is pretty tanky. Okay, Charmander is a little bit out of the equation right now. Sky Upper Punch, Sky Upper Punch Charmander, and are special attacks better? Maybe. Nah, equally good almost. Nice, one shot. Okay, finish it. Even a critical hit, nice. Nice, guys, nice, guys. Okay, those guys are not good anymore for doing this. Maybe Fennec Town? Fennec City? I think all trainers are stronger right now. So that's a little bit of an issue. Ah, I know a guy who is not stronger. Of course, I do know a guy who is not stronger right now. But I hope it's not annoying to farm him. Biker Willy. Good old Willy. Also has the best battle theme, so yeah. The bad thing is he does not have a Pokemon Center nearby. But I can do without. Hey dude. You don't want to fight. Lame. He only fights once or what? Pfft. Okay. Okay, different plan. Let's go to Mount Battle and do Area 1. Oh boy. Why is that so hard right now? I cannot combine what I would like to do, so... Yeah, at least I get some Poké Coupons, and it should be pretty fast. Since the level of the Pokemon are very low, and... they also get one-shotted. I also get healed in between battles, that's also nice. Yeah, 16, that should... one Shadow Rush and they should be gone. They also should pose no threat at all. Forretress is doing good stuff right now. Entering Hyper Mode a lot. And Pelipper is following suit, I like that. And we got a Sharp Nidoran male. Metal Claw. I think that's the best way to do it right now. I also definitely want to have those Pokemon purified. So I can level them up. And can see all their attacks. I think the most important thing is definitely the attacks I gain from purifying them. Since Shadow Rush alone is not gonna bring me very far. Too bad you don't get money here. But I think that would be a little bit OP, I guess. Getting money, Poké Coupons, and training all at once. Would still be nice though. Like, Forretress is already halfway done, so this should be fast. I really would like to turn off the animations right now. That would make matters even faster. Up. My elegant charm. Yeah, your elegant charm, indeed. Do they ask you if you want to continue in the next game, Pokemon XD? I don't think so. Do they? If they got rid of it in the sequel, then I think that's a good thing. Come on guys, more hyper modes. The earlier the better. Nice, thank you. Forretress is doing pretty good. Call, Shadow Rush. I wonder if you can abuse RNG to trigger hyper mode over and over again. There's probably a trick like that, even if it has not been found yet. But that's definitely possible somehow, I feel. I wonder if 100% speedruns exist from this game, and I wonder how a 100% speedrun would handle purifying all the Pokemon. That's definitely something I need to look into. Would be very interesting to see how they do that. Okay, Forretress should have its second attack now. Sludge Bomb, epic. It's even physical in this generation, that's even better. Okay, Forretress is doing good stuff. Oh, Forretress is a good partner for Relicanth. Can get rid of Grass-type Pokemon and Hyper Mode again, nice. Also, Forretress does not have to be afraid of Steel-type moves. Steel-type moves, for one, barely exist in this generation. And secondly, they are also not very strong and physical at that. So, Forretress should be able to withstand them pretty good. But I need to be careful of Fire-type attacks. Fire-type attacks just roast Forretress like it's nothing. And the same goes for electric-type attacks with Pelipper. A little bit better that I get Pokemon that have all those 4 times effective weaknesses, but it's the best I got. Those Pokemon are the best I got. Nice. Double nice. Double feature. I probably should also have brought like the Nidorina or the Rosanna, because I'm walking around here and that also subtract something of the heart bar. And if you do that always, then those passives can add up to a lot. Those passive subtractions to the bar. But yeah, I'm not gonna go back now. Look at this, Forretress is almost done. Pelipper's halfway done. Up. But I guess then after I did purify those two, I'm gonna go for Miracle Bee. One of the most enigmatic trainers in all of Pokemon. Because he's only there for a brief period and then just disappears without any kind of semblance. He also has his own battle theme, which is even stranger. It's almost as if they planned something else for him and then they did not incorporate it. The sad part of doing it like this, like purifying them like this, is that they do not get any kind of level up. Because those Pokemon are not giving that much experience. But hey, still better than having them stuck in Shadow Pokemon form, I guess. Gust. Gust could be better. At least it's also physical, which I appreciate. Forretress being an absolute boss. Crush Claw is also one of those attacks I would really like to see more of. Like, it's also a very specific move. I think it's actually the signature move of Zangoose in this generation. So I would like to see more utility for it. Yeah. I also guess if Forretress is done and Pelipper is not, then I'm gonna switch out Forretress for Rosanna to make future purifications easier. Doing it with Shadow moves is pretty nice. I don't even have to take care of Ninja Tomes in a special way here. I just can continue my plan. Just use Shadow Rush over and over again. Explosive energy. Wait a second, I know there are, I think, 2 trainers on Mount Battle that use, like, Protect Explosion. An Explosion Protect combination kind of thing. I know that one does it pretty early and one does it pretty late. So I think that guy might be the explosion guy. I don't know. But yeah, doing the entirety of Mount Battle will also be an interesting endeavor. Since especially the later trainers have some pretty strong Pokemon. They are all fully evolved, and they will also all be fully evolved because of the randomizer settings. So that could be very interesting. Yeah, Forretress is done basically, and Pelipper is not aggro enough. Needs to get more aggressive, more emotion. Pelipper is too stoic. Oh, I wonder. That would be amazing. I wonder if the nature of the Pokemon could influence how many times they enter a hyper mode. Like a docile Pokemon, for example, could not enter Hyper Mod that often compared to one that is, I don't know, rash. One that's rash, for example, could enter Hyper Mode more. If that's the case, that would be pretty amazing. I could imagine that's a thing actually, since Pokemon also has all kinds of randomly deep mechanics like that. Ah, this guy has 5 Pokemon, that's annoying. One thing I could do is beat all the trainers up until 9, then I quit and then I repeat the process. That would be an option. I think that would be faster than doing this guy with his 5 Pokemon. Nice, Whismur is getting big. It is interesting that the attack here does not get redirected to... Or I should better say, it is interesting that the next Pokemon gets switched in immediately after the last Pokemon fainted and can potentially take the next attack, as those guys' Pokemon do here the entire time. That's an interesting mechanic. I don't know if that's also the case in Ruby and Sapphire, since Colosseum and XD both have their own very unique mechanics to them. Like, that might be a pure Pokemon Colosseum XD thing, that the Pokemon gets switched out as soon as it is defeated. Yeah, I'm gonna go back now. I'm gonna switch in my other Shadow Pokemon. You. And you. It does not even depict anything as item. Those two Pokemon just have items. They cannot get rid of them. That's so interesting. Deposit? No, that's just for the Pokemon itself. Item question mark. It's so fun. If those are items that a Pokemon can carry, then I don't think that those would be key items, I guess. I really wonder what those items are. Need to look at the wiki or so. There's probably another person in this world that encountered that same thing when doing a randomizer maybe, or something else in Pokemon Colosseum. Maybe using sheets and suddenly they have question mark items in their inventory. Because those items also have to be unused. Like, the randomizer does not magically make items appear. So those items must be unused and simply have nothing coded to them, in a sense. I would imagine that's how it works. Now, Rosanna is such an ugly... Not Rosanna, Jinx is such an ugly Pokemon, sorry. Like, I despise all those humanoid-looking Pokemon from Generation 1. They all look so ugly. Machamp too. Machamp is... Oh. Machamp is so ugly. And Mr. Mime. too. Those are they look so strange, in my opinion. I'm not a big fan of humanoid Pokemon in general. I mean, they are supposed to be animals, I think. So why are there some Pokemon that look humanoid? I don't mind if there are some anthropomorphic animal type Pokemon, but overall, I am not a big fan of humanoid-based Pokemon. They just, in my opinion, don't really belong into the whole idea of Pokemon. I mean, they are called pocket monsters for a reason, pocket monsters, and not pocket humans. It's Pokemon and not Pokemon. Oh, transform! There we go. Transform. That's interesting. I guess with transform I can also screw myself up heavily, depending on what I copy, I guess. Also, what is with Rosanna and its hardbar? It takes so long. Only gets very minor boosts to the bar. Mort. Justin Rye missing, I guess. Wait a second, didn't my Lunatone have transformed? And I think yeah, my Lunatone had transformed and I forgot it. I replaced it with a different move. That was because I didn't know that Shadow Pokemon cannot be transformed into. Like a Pokemon cannot transform into Shadow Pokemon. So that's why I assumed it just did not work for Lunatone as a different Pokemon than Ditto. But apparently it does, I saw it firsthand. When did I get Lunatone anyways? I think it was... what do I know? In the Pyrite Caverns somewhere? Must be the Pyrite Caverns. Maybe? Where did I get the Lunatone? I think it was the Pyrite Cavern. Pyrite Cavern Cave. So, by that point I was very likely to only have Shadow Pokemon. So yeah, that must really be the case. Like, the enemy Shadow Lunatone must have used Transform, and then I saw it using Transform, but my Pokemon were Shadow Pokemon, so I deducted that it does not work for any other Pokemon that Ditto. I see, I got a streak with all those hyper modes, and now it takes the long and slow road. Let me actually check something. Does quiet nature, hardy nature, like, who knows, maybe it actually has something to do with the nature. Pelipper is quiet. That might mean that it has not that high of a chance to enter hyper mode because it has its emotions more in check. If that's the case, that would be amazing. But it almost feels like it. I always get the feeling when I played this game that some Pokemon are more likely to enter hyper mode than others. So who knows, maybe that's a thing. I need to look into that. Definitely need to look into that. Also, speaking of looking into something, yesterday I made quite the exciting discovery, because I was going through some sites on Bulbapedia, And all of a sudden I saw that this game actually has a manga. Yeah, there exists a Pokemon Colosseum manga. If that manga is anything like the main game Pokemon manga, then it has to be absolutely nuts. Like absolutely intensely extremely nuts. If you guys know the mainline Pokemon manga. But I don't think it's like from the same team, I guess. Like it is its own little thing, separate from the mainline Pokemon mangas. So might be a bit different. Unless they took inspiration. But I'm not too sure about it. There's not much information about the Pokemon Colosseum manga. And I'm also not sure if there's a Pokemon XD manga as well. Simply because the Pokemon Colosseum manga is also Japanese exclusive. But I'm pretty sure you can find a translation somewhere online, maybe. But yeah, I would be very interested in that. Very interested in that. I could imagine one of the reasons why they never released that manga in the West is because of Rui, actually. Since in that manga she has her Japanese outfit, and as I already explained, Rui's design was changed between the Japanese and the Western release of the game to show less of her body, I guess. Like her shirt is longer and her skirt is longer in the West compared to the Japanese game. So maybe if they already saw that they changed it in the games, they would have to change it in the manga too if they released it in the West. And they didn't feel like, I don't know, altering half the pages of the manga, because Rui is probably a very prominent person in that, so I could imagine that was one hurdle. And maybe just that Pokemon Colosseum is a much more obscure game anyways. Like, there are still many people out there that like Pokemon and do not know that this game here exists or is a thing. And many people who have played like all the main Pokemon games also often do not have like any experience with Pokemon Colosseum and XD. Like, it is really a rare game, and not many people know about it all that much. Just because it's so obscure. Which is strange if you think about it, because it's still Pokemon. But hey, even Pokemon does have its odd games. And there's definitely no shortage for strange Pokemon games. My favorite Pokemon games are the ones that were not released for a Nintendo console. Since there are actually Pokemon games that were released on Sega consoles, simply because of Game Freak, and Game Freak did decide, oh, let's do some Pokemon games for, I think it was the Sega Genesis, I think. So there are like 3 Pokemon games on the Sega Genesis. I think there are not real Pokemon games, like fully fledged out Pokemon games. I think they are mostly some kind of Pokédex kind of thing, like an encyclopedia, and not more, and nothing gameplay wise. Maybe a very minor sub game or so, mini game, but definitely nothing major. And then there are also, of course, those obscure things like the, what is it called, Pokemon Mini, right? Which also has its own Pokemon pinball game and other different fascinating stuff. But yeah. Speaking of obscure Pokemon games, do you guys enjoy Pokemon Sleep, or whatever it's called? I have no clue how that game functions, I never looked into it. I mean, the concept of course sounds funny, catch Pokemon while you are sleeping. but no clue how that really functions. Or the other Pokemon game where you can catch Pokemon by brushing your teeth. Also pretty funny. And those are mobile games, by the way. Pokemon Sleep and Pokemon Brush Your Teeth. I don't know what it's called. But those are 2 mobile games that have been released. Actually, not in the two. Not in the. Actually, in recent history, like they are pretty new. Those 2 games. Oh, let's go Hyper Mode. Those Pokemon get enraged because I'm talking about obscure Pokemon games. Is there another strange Pokemon game? I guess if you look at like all the people that play Pokemon, then all the spin-offs are pretty obscure, because I think only the majority of players play only the mainline games, and all spin-off games do not get that much attention. I think at least the ratio should be pretty small pretty big between mainline games and spin-off games. Like if 100% play the mainline games, only maybe 20% play of those 100% play spin-off games or so. Something like that. Jinx actually takes quite a long time. Jinx takes ages. What is Jinx normally? I got it from the last trainer, so it might be something special. It is definitely not Vibrava. I think Vibrava is like the first or second trainer, and maybe it's Apom. But why would they make an Apom so hard to purify? Maybe it's also Gligar? Could also be the case. Come on, I'm gonna do the last dude too. Maybe I get some hyper modes out of this battle. That would be pretty nice. Zubat and Whismur. Spit up. That does nothing because I don't have stockpile. And even if I had stockpile, I would probably never use spit up. Simply because the boosts from stockpile are way too good. Stockpile, another one of those pretty curious moves. Like has its own dedicated mechanics surrounding it, but is only really useful because of the buffs. Maybe in Generation 10 we get the new attack for that has synergy with stockpile, and then it changes the meta. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, spit up is a little bit of a letdown. I hope Pelipper gets another good move through Purification. It really needs another move. Like, if I do not get an attack move instead of Shadow Rush, then Pelipper is pretty useless. Then I have to rely on Transform. I need to transform into different Pokemon. I cannot transform into my own Pokemon, right? That only works with opponent's Pokemon. I think if you could transform into your own Pokemon, then Ditto would be severely OP and would be banned in all kinds of stuff, I guess. I think that would go against some kind of species clause too. That cannot be the thing. That cannot be a thing. You cannot transform into your own Pokemon. Okay, I need to do one more round. And not even a full one here. And then Pelipper is ready for purification. Nice, oblivious kill, yeah. How many shadow Pokemon can I get in the Cypher Lab? I'm calling it Cypher Lab again, it's the Shadow Pokemon Lab. The Shadow Pokemon Lab. I mean, how many Pokemon do I have so far? I think 20 maybe? And I missed 2, so I can see it in the PDA, right? Snack list? I cannot see it like this. But I think I have around 21 Pokemon caught so far. So that leaves 29, 27, 25. Let's say 25 Shadow Pokemon remain. I'm gonna subtract 6 because of post-game, which makes 19. Then there is final boss, pre-final boss, and the other 4, which are 6, so 13. Like, Ein has one, which is 12. Then maybe 6 more in Real Gem Tower. So maybe I can get 6 Shadow Pokemon from the Shadow Pokemon Lab. Like roundabout, approximately. Based on my spontaneous calculations. I'm really starting to think that Hyper Mode is linked to the nature of the Pokemon. Since Pelipper only got like 2 Hyper Modes so far. Which simply cannot be, I guess. Also, Jinx is also not getting many Hyper Modes. I need to see if I can check its status report. And find out what that nature of Jinx is. Pokemon. I cannot see it right now. Question mark, like the item. It would be funny if I could reveal what the item is by purifying it. That would be pretty funny. That would be pretty cool, but I don't think that's a thing. Also, another thing I'm curious about, how does XP function right now? Because Jinx does not receive any XP yet. Do all the XP now go to Pelipper, or are those XP just simply lost? They still get split between the two Pokemon, but Jinx's part of the XP is just thrown into the abyss. I wonder how that works. Hyper mode. Speaking of hyper mode. Okay, I should be able to see its nature now. I like that the cool trainers have, the female cool trainers have Amy's boots. Interesting. Also, I just realized another very nice touch of the game. A lot of the objects the trainers have actually are animated, like the necklaces the roller boy here is wearing, the skater boy is wearing. Like those are animated and actually move. You can see it better if the roller boy is throwing a Pokeball or so. But there is actually some movement to it, and also like Wes's cape, trench coat, whatever you want to call it, mantle, also flies in the wind. I think those are very, very nice touches. It's one thing I really like when the trainers have like this dynamic, like wind simulating poses. I like that. Also the hair here, that the hair moves a little bit. It creates more dynamic for the trainer, I think. And they also did that in Pokemon Sword and Shield quite well, which I also really liked. Like Leon's hair, for example, also flies in the wind, and so does Marnie's, I think, too. And other important trainers have the same effect to them. It's something I really like. It gives more weight to the whole situation, I think. It just feels more dynamic than just having two trainers that they are standing and nothing is going on with them. It also makes the trainers feel more alive without having to rely on any exaggerated movements, I think. Like, basically Wes here and the teacher here are just standing there. There's not much going on with them, but it still feels pretty dynamic because of those small movements. And also the a little bit more exaggerated breathing of them. Doesn't feel too much, doesn't feel unnatural, but creates more dynamic. I like that. Or here, that runner's towel or scarf, what is it supposed to be? I think it's supposed to be a towel. Would make sense for an athlete, I guess. Oh, I didn't call Jinx. I didn't call Jinx. Jinx! There we go. Of course, now you get a hyper mode. Huh. Oh, takedown, Nintendo's favorite attack. Takedown, Nintendo's favorite attack. Okay, blast burn Shedinja. Nice. Okay, I guess Pelipper's done now. Okay, I'm never gonna finish this battle. They all go hyper mode now. I wish you could also remove confusion by calling them. That would be much appreciated. Then Pokémon Colosseum and XD would be the best games ever. Nice, nice Spear setting up Sandstorm here. Watch it. Look at this. Look at this. My favorite thing. What was that animation? What? What did Jinx just do there? And Shedinja gone. This is always funny to me. This is always very funny. Obviously because Shedinja only has 1 HP, so each kind of ship damage does immediately defeat it. Oh guys, you also need to hit. Like there's something strange going on with Jinx's eyes there. Is that one of those cartoon effects where the eyes stay out and do not follow the body? Okay, I can leave now. I will not finish this right now. Because I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. Ah, come on, actually I can do it with those two. Still want to get my 100 Poke coupons. Come on, this is quick. Foo foo foo. This game has a lot of echoisms. And they all sound quite exotic, all those echoisms. Like foo foo foo, gwa ha ha, gru gru gru, gru grak grak gru grak, and stuff like that. Oh, Meteor Mesh? Wait a second, the arena has Meteor Mesh. Oh, I really would like to get that Moonstone. Also, how much defense does Shelter have that Jinx cannot defeat it? Holy shit. I think that was a clear case of Jinx having no attack and Shelter having insane defense. A Meteor Mesh Nidoqueen would be nice. Patow, patow. He still looks pretty tired. Like this guy's just working. He had enough. He has so enough. Oh, I'm seeing something funny in the background. There's like one staircase that is supposed, I think, to connect to one of the platforms, but it connects to nothing. It just connects to the air. Like there, you could see it briefly, yeah, on the left side. Like that, there's one staircase that does not connect to the platform. That's pretty funny. I think you could just see it for a brief second. Or does it connect to... It seems like as if it is not connecting to the platform. Like there, look at this. It looks pretty strange. That one thing is blocking it right now, but... Nice pose. Interesting, Jinx seems to receive more boost from being called than Nidorina does. You cannot see it that well. There was a good shot previously, but I still cannot see it. Nah. Anyways. Give me my money. No, and I'm done here. Okay. Yeah, let's purify Forretress and Pelipper. I cannot buy anything here, right? I don't have enough. Nope. I like the attitude. You don't have enough money to buy anything, so you don't even have to look at it. Thanks. I guess. I got a village. Oh, by the way, I did look up where the sandbox is. Not the sandbox, the cologne case. The cologne case. I know where the cologne case is right now. Okay, Pelipper. Please learn another good attack. Okay, Pelipper does not know any attacking move. 7... what? Why so much XP? Okay, nice level up. A clamp is alright. Why did Pelipper receive so much XP? Interesting. Okay, yeah. Timid. Timid is a perfect nature. Brave. Yeah, I really like Forretress here. Like, Forretress is really good. And Pelipper at least can take some hits, so... And has Transform. Transform could be pretty interesting. Spit Up is absolutely pointless. Yeah, Can I get the item now? No. I simply cannot give it an item. Amazing. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me also check. Can I at least teach Pelipper TM? Petal Dance. Petal Dance is so uncontrollable. Not able. Crunch. Crunch. Shadow Rush. Can you learn Shadow Rush? Can I give you Shadow Rush again? Yeah, I can give you Shadow Rush again. I wonder what's better, Shadow Rush on Forretress or Shadow Rush on Pelipper? Instead of Clamp, maybe. Bulk up and then Shadow Rush? Could be interesting. I'm gonna teach Forretress Shadow Rush. High jump kick would also be an option, interesting. But it's too risky for me. A Mega Horn could be a thing. Oh no. Still not able. Even after purification. Slam? Oh, Fake Out again. Oh, please, Pelipper, Fake Out. Fake Out would be big. Nice, Fake Out. Fake Out Pelipper. Yeah, definitely instead of Spit Up. Nice. Pelipper's only attacking move is Fake Out. Okay. Nice. Does focus energy persist through transform? Who knows? Interesting. Very interesting. Okay,